Roland at DNN ranked number 11, and Rat City Roller Girls DNN ranked, I believe, currently at number 7.
Sounds right.
So this sounds like a hot game. I'm really looking forward to all the action, and we'll just go over the rosters really quickly while we're waiting for the game to begin. For Rat City Roller Girls, we got number 00, Kamikaze Kim, number 5, Drea the Slaya, number 9, Serious Mischief, number 12, Carmen Getsum, number 17, I'm a Handful, number 18, Ex-Con, number 22, Jalapeno Business, number 26, Sarah Problem, number 31, Reanimator, number 60, Katarina Whip, number 73, Primp Daddy, number 76, Juliet Bravo, number 247, Hardcora, and number 3000, Valtron 3000.
Rock and roll. For the Mad Rollin' Dolls, we got number 4, Mouse, number 8, Kit Shickers. I'm planning to screw that up several times during this boutcast, so be prepared. Number 98, Major Kustanaki. Number 11, Thunder Kitten. Number 14, Darlin Nikki, the littlest Darlin Nikki. Number 18, Jukebox. 27, Wildberry Punch. 33, Charlie Hustle. 77, Stank Girl. 99, Jewels of Denial. 311 or 311 Chop Susie. 900, Ella Machete. And 121, Alita the Hun. Her jersey says 1212 in case you're keeping track at home. 185, Vicious Van Gogh. Her jersey says 1853 for those of you watching.
The ref numbers and the jersey numbers.
It's always such a hot topic of conversation of whether the ref numbers or the jersey numbers should match or even make sense, especially when you have numbers like 8675309 with things like that. It makes it kind of hard for the refs to call out penalties. Here at Rat City, we traditionally have numbers on our arms that are logical numbers, not numbers that are like pi or infinity, so the refs can make their calls on that. May be the difference between what you hear between the jersey and the ref number. Looks like we're getting close to being underway here.
It looks like we've got 8 minutes and about 30 seconds until the first whistle is going to blow on this game. And the two benches, we got skaters looking pretty cool, calm, and collected, talking it over at both benches.
No, Vaughn, I just think it's awesome that DNN is out here and they put up this, put up the camera and put up this live feed for the folks at home, because let me tell you, not anybody can really get into this bout. You have to be on like a special, super special list. I think you had to howl at the moon. I think you had to sacrifice a chicken. There's like maybe 15 or 20 people from outside who aren't directly related to skaters or skating.
None. They're either guests of the Mad Rollin' Dolls or they're guests of the all-star skaters that are on the floor. Even the home league skaters from Rat City were not able to come in because of the capacity issues of having the closed bout. And so we're really excited to be able to bring you the live stream tonight. And I want to give special mighty thanks to Barb, our camera woman, who has been a total hero getting set up, and she's a superior volunteer who's just gone way above and beyond what we've ever expected of anyone. And it's really a credit to her that this stream is up at all. And also Reanimator, who is one of the Rat City All-Stars, was instrumental in making this happen today and bringing this to us. So I want to thank everybody who's been running around like chickens with their heads cut off trying to make this event happen today on DNN. On the Rat City side, there's a crew of heroes as well. But
getting some shout outs from the Rat City coaching team
and your wife.
And my wife from Fast Girl Skate. She's down here with her toolbox ready to fix any skates that may go awry. Yeah, I'd like to double that shout out. It made it really easy for me. All I had to do is come in, climb a ladder, sit down at a mic, and make it go. It makes it really nice.
Oh my goodness, you guys. It was really fun. It's like being up in a tree house up here. I was shocked. I thought behind that door was going to be a staircase. No, there was a ladder that led to another ladder that led to a trap door that led to a platform that led to a different platform, which is where I'm sitting right now.
Yeah, there's a secret password, there's a code word, there's a handshake that we made her do.
Oh my goodness, it's so much fun and scary and exciting, and if I can't be on the track, I'm glad I get to be in the crow's nest.
Yeah, we are up here and we are literally looking through like the gap between the bottom railing and the top railing and like, you know, the code railing up here in the electrical nest. Like a little miniature TV screen hunched over like it's like back in the old days.
Let's take this opportunity to give a shout out to your wife, Lepetee Mort, who is the proprietress of Fast Girl Skates, which is one of the greatest sponsors that DNN ever had. Oh, we're being being told that the ref crew are going to have a chorus line and sing the national anthem together.
Which is something
I hope that is true.
Yeah, we've been waiting for the refs to sing the national anthem for us forever. I hope that they have a good routine going because, American Idol is back in full swing, and they got to be able to put up some competition with the normal TV land in order to bring down the ratings here for DNN. I'd like to also give a shout out to Adam Wheels. Adam Wheels doing a little bit of sponsorship here and now. Great supporter of DNN and of skaters out here. So a lot of girls are skating on Adam Wheels. Give a shout out to them.
I just recently bought a set of Adam Wheels, and this is true, at Fast Girl Skates, the world's first brick and mortar roller derby skate shop.
And do you love them?
I do love them. In fact, Morty herself delivered these skates with the new Adam Wheels on them to me at Scrimmage on Wednesday, and I am already feeling like a new woman skating on my new skates, hand built with love by the professionals at Fast Girl Skates, and coasting around on Adam Wheels.
What kind of skates did you end up picking up there?
I have roll-line plates. Is
beautiful,
the big deal about my new skates are my roll-line plates and my Adam Wheels.
Yeah, La Petite More, my wife just put a roll-line plate on her skates as well. She's tested it out and she's taken it for a test drive. She normally has been a huge Probe fan, but she's got to try out all the products out there, and she's trying a roll-line plate. Currently, she says it's very responsive. She likes the plate so far. She's going to get back with full review for it.
All right, so the Rat City All-Star team are all huddled up on one side of the track, and on the opposite side of the track, the Dairyland Dolls look like they're having a great time. They look really excited to be visiting here at the Rat's Nest at our first ever closed bout that we've held here. We're not going to have too many closed bouts this season. We're trying to avoid that because we really want to welcome all our fans, especially at our most recent bout, our home team's bout on March 6th. We had a record attendance. Over 5,000 fans were in attendance, 5,600 tickets sold for that event. So we want to bring roller derby to all of our awesome fans in the Seattle area, in the Pacific Northwest, and so we're really excited that DNN is able to cover this bout here tonight. So derby fans in Madison and in Seattle and around the country and the world can see this awesome bout that's about to unfold before us. Rat City All-Stars are pumping themselves up with the team chant. We got 3 minutes left to go on the countdown until first whistle, and everybody looks like they're ready to go. These girls are ready to play some hard roller derby tonight. They've been warming up, they've been getting ready, they've been hydrating, they've been taking vitamins, they've been collaborating, they've been strategizing, they've been visualizing. These girls are ready to go.
And we've got some new skaters out here on the travel team for this year in the Rat City Roller Girls. Among them, Jalapeno Business. We've got Primp Daddy's brand new Serious Mischief, Kamikaze Kim, a transfer to us.
Several of those skaters are transfers. Primp is a transfer from Burning River.
Yep.
Jalapeno Business is formerly known as Payne Goodall, Dockyard Derby Dames.
Serious Mischief just played last season on the Throttle Rocket. She's stepping up to the travel team this year.
Reanimator is a transfer from Reanimator is a transfer from Jet City. Hardcore is a transfer from Angel City, and I'm reminded of that when she wears her sweet Angel City booty shorts to practice. Which were designed by Iron Doll Clothing and produced by Wicked Skatewear. I love all of you guys.
But we do have some old veterans on the track as well. We've got Valtron 3000. I believe this is her fourth year on the travel team. Fourth year on the travel team for Valtron. Fantastic skater. Really like old guard. She is an iron horse. She is somebody to watch if you're looking for what it takes to have really good experience and what good experience does on the track.
I would say the same for Carmen Getsum.
Oh, absolutely. Carmen Getsum.
Always a standout. And ex-con as well, another longtime standout on the Rat City All-Star team.
Carmen Getsum just recently tying the record for the most points scored in a jam at the Wild West Showdown here a little bit earlier on. 30 points scored in a jam. Fantastic scoring, but also 25 points scored against Philadelphia in a jam. Huge numbers put up by Carmen so far.
And on the other side, on the Mad Roland Dolls, I know Vicious Van Gogh is a recent transfer to their team from the Texas Roller Girls. And then conversely, Mouse is a skater who has been showing up for travel team games since the beginning. She has just been a reliable skater. Oh, she's waving to me right now. How did she know that I was talking about her? Hi, everybody. We'll expect to see Jules of Denial jamming quite a bit. She's got a star on her helmet right now, so I wouldn't be shocked if she went out to jam first for Madison. And she's another skater that's been on their travel team since the beginning and been making headlines that whole time. I'm really excited to see this team skate today. The last time I saw them skate was, I believe their last game they played was Nationals last year.
Yeah, we really love the Madison Dairyland Dolls. They are such a fun team. They're such a great group of girls. Really happy to be hosting them here in Seattle at the Rat's Nest. And even though we don't got a big crowd, we got a lot of heart. We're going to have some good skating going on here tonight. And we're just about scant seconds, about 15 seconds away from the clock counting down.
Until production begins. It looks like production's going to begin here in about 10 seconds. I don't think they're going to blow a whistle, though, because they haven't organized that far ahead
I
yet.
don't know.
Nobody's standing out there.
Seymour whistle in his mouth. Yes, he did blow that whistle at 0.
You're right. That is the first whistle of the night.
Right, looks like Jalapeno Business is going to be the first jammer lining up for the Rat City Roller Girls. And sure enough, as Ivana guessed, Jules of Denial is going to line up for the Dolls.
They're removing helmets. Oh, I hope the refs sing. This is going to be the whole room in unison singing this anthem. I'm going to...
I think that was the first collaborative Star Spangled Banner I've heard yet at a Derby game, maybe the only one.
I will say this, that set the tone for the evening. Everybody was just so pleased as punch to participate in that. I feel great about it, and this game is starting. You got Jules of Denial, number 99, on the line for Madison against Jalapeno Business jamming for Rat City Roller Girls. And I'm just not going to be able to name all the pack players for you right now, but a lot of them are out there.
Looks like Jules of Denial is first to hit the pack. She's looking for a line on the outside, gets around Kamikaze.
And Jules is out with lead jammer around Kamikaze came at the front. Jalapeno Business is being held up by a wall of 4 Madison blockers. She's still in the pack as Jules is a quarter of a track from beginning her scoring pass. Oh, Peno gets out of the pack right as Jules enters, and the Rat City blockers are walling up at the front. Reanimator alone at the back had a strong block against Jules.
Kamikaze Kid causing some trouble for Jules of Denial in the front of the back. Jules is going to take her points and call it off just as Jalapeno is about to rejoin the pack for a scoring pass. Looks like we got maybe a 3 or 4, 3-0 on that score. So Jules putting up a good number 3. Nice start for the Dolls. We've got Juliet Bravo lining up for Rat City Roller Girls.
Against Jukebox, number A18 for Madison.
No penalties so far. Really nice and clean game so far. Great always to see jams starting out that way.
Well, I can't guarantee you there weren't any minors. And this jam is on. Bravo entered fast. She's coming up around the outside. She's got one Madison blocker to beat. It's Mouse, and she's out with lead to Juliet Bravo. And Jukebox is on her heels, trailing by about 10 feet.
Bravo's out front. She's your lead jammer. She's coming around for her first scoring pass. She's going to try to pick up as many points as she can. Picks up a couple of points.
It looks like the referees are signaling 1 point for each jammer. That should take the score to Madison 4 to Rat City 1.
We've got Reanimator, number 31, lining up for Rat City Roller Girls. And Alita the Hun looks like is lining up for the Mad Roland Dolls.
And it is quiet in here.
As the teams are just kind of figuring themselves out.
Okay, both jammers are entering slowly. Mater's taking a route to the outside. And Alita the Hun's trailing her, but she's getting caught up by a wall of Primp Daddy and Kamikaze Kim.
Reanimator looking for that inside line. She finds it, jukes to the outside, come to the inside. She is your lead jammer coming up against the pack.
Alita the Hun is still being held up at the back by Primp Daddy, while Mater has entered the pack and is scoring.
Dairyland Dolls having no hits on Reanimator as she goes straight through that pack. She picks up a grand slam, the first of the night for Rat City Roller Girls.
Oh, and the Rat City pack is holding Alita the Hun at the back. She's hung up right now behind Jalapeno Business, and Mater is coming around to score again. Alita the Hun is still on her initial pass. She has not begun to score yet.
But Alita the Hun is doing some jammer-on-jammer blocking, trying to help her team out, keeping Reanimator's score down to the minimum if she can. Looks like Rat City had some trouble figuring out their defense to begin with, but now they seem to have at least this jam's number.
Mater's out with 5 more points, and she's going to come around to score again. Jalapeno Business just took the Madison jammer out to the outside again. She's still working on her first pass, and it looks like she's going to exit the pack for the first time, but Mater's coming up to start scoring on a third scoring pass.
She gets a whip from Serious Mischief, trying to look for that outside line. She's not getting it. Got a wall of blue in front of her now. Looks like the Dolls have kind of packed themselves up, starting to get their defense back together, as Reanimator's just trying to get a couple more points.
Mater called that jam with an additional, I believe that was 4 points, or 3 points on her final scoring pass. So if my unofficial scoring is correct, oh, it looks like they just revised that to 4. So she should have taken 14 points, and she did. The score is now 15 Rat City All-Stars to 4 Dairyland Dolls.
And we've got Carmen Getsum, number 12, Gage, lining up against Mouse from the Madison Dairyland Dolls as your jammers for this jam. First whistle's off. Carmen Getsum doing a little jammer-on-jammer action with Mouse. She goes for the inside line, make it to the outside. Both of them finding some good defense by either team. But it's Carmen Getsum who's got the advantage out front.
Oh, Carmen got lead, and the Madison pivot took her to the outside, but they both went out of bounds, so Carmen was able to hop right back on the track and not have to enter behind. Meanwhile, Madison is taking a lot of heavy blocking by Veltron 3000 and XCon at the back of the pack, while Carmen is approaching to start her first scoring pass.
Mouse having some trouble with Juliet Bravo in the front. Juliet Bravo is a monster in the front.
Carmen Getsum is through on a scoring pass. She's trailing Mouse, but she wants to beat her and pick up a point.
So it looks like...
I hear Rat Pilot, the coach of the Rat City All-Stars, screaming, "Pass her!" Carmen finally does. She picks up the 5th point for Mouse and calls a jam.
So Carmen Getsum does not leave that point on the track. She goes ahead and picks up that jammer point. Throw another couple points. It is now 20 Rat City All-Stars to 4 Madison Dairyland Dolls. So Clobber, I think Madison needs to get back that defense that they had in the first couple of jams to start shutting down this Rat City offense that's turning the game around pretty quickly right now.
Well, so far this is the 5th jam of the game, and for the first time they're repeating jammers. Jalapeno Business is jamming for the 2nd time for Rat City, and number 11, Thunder Kitten, is going out for the 1st time from Madison. So it looks like both teams are testing out their full jammer lines to see who's going to be really performing tonight in this scenario. This is the 5th jam, and it's the 5th jammer that we're seeing from Madison.
Yeah, I really think that Madison just got to get their defensive positions back. They had a great defense against the first couple of jams, and that really shut down Rat City Jammers. Once the Rat City Jammers are able to get through the pack, they've really been able to turn those into high-scoring jams. Whereas the Dolls did a smart jam off the first jam, picking up their 3 points. But unless they get their defense together, and unless they're able to stop that Rat City Jammer, it's going to be a long, long, hard-fought game for them. So we got our first whistle. Second whistle releases the jammers. Thunder Kitten and Jalapeno Business up against a good line of defense. Rat City owning the front right now against Thunder Kitten. Thunder Kitten pushed to the inside as Jalapeno Business able to make her way through. Jalapeno Business is not your lead jammer. Jalapeno Business leaving it open for Thunder Kitten to pick up that all-important lead jammer position.
Oh, Thunder Kitten just tried to pass Hardcore on the inside, which I think any Rat City home skater can tell you is always extraordinarily difficult. She's out around the outside of Hardcore now. So neither of these jammers has lead jam, and Peno is scoring.
So we are going the full 2 minutes. Hardcore has that unique ability to just drop that shoulder, and likewise the skater that she drops it against.
Oh, Madison offense was just really impeccable on that last pass. They cleared each of the Rat City blockers to the outside, leaving a center aisle for Thunder Kitten to pass right through. Now Peno's in the pack. These blockers are alternating offense and defense. Peno's dropped to the ground by number 18 is that Jukebox. I believe it is.
Yes, it is. Jukebox having a really good hit on Jalapeno Business. Jalapeno ran into the back of a doll. I believe she probably picked up a back-blocking minor for that.
Peno's waving her team off, telling them to hold back. Oh, there's a major penalty being called on somebody, and I believe it's Thunder Kitten, the Madison Jammer. Looks like, is that a cutting track sign that I'm seeing? So she's going to the box for a minute, and Peno is going to finish out this jam unopposed. And she's not going to call it. Oh, we see the Rat City blockers have caught up Jukebox in the back, and they force the remaining blockers out of play.
Reanimators now rejoining the pack as the jam is called off for time.
All right, Peno picked up a bunch of points on that jam. It looks like before she got called out, Thunder Kitten picked up 4 points for Madison. 5, excuse me. Madison's up to 9. Rat City is 31 with 21 minutes and 49 seconds on the clock remaining.
Madison Jammer still in the box. Rat City's going to line up number 76, Juliet Bravo, as their jammer, jamming unopposed in this power jam position. It's a good time for Madison to start working on those defensive details that are really important.
So this is we're going to look for a Rat City to see their strong offensive pass to try to get Bravo out of the pack quickly so she can start scoring before Thunder Kitten re-enters on her penalty. Bravo's out around the outside picking up lead jammer.
Juliet Bravo is so fast. You cannot let her alone on any line for any time. She'll take the inside, she'll take the outside. If you leave that line alone, she's going to take it. She's pushed to the outside and forced to rejoin.
Oh, the pack is at a dead stop, and they're walking backwards. Oh, so Bravo's now out around them. That was a really good pack control by Madison. It looks like they're calling a split pack now, and Bravo is out with 5 points. Carmen gets on the pivot for Rat City, is going to the box, and Thunder Kitten is re-entering now, and she has just Katarina Whip ahead of her. Katarina Whip gets a big lock on her to the outside, dropping Thunder Kitten to the floor.
As Juliet Bravo's making her way through a pretty dispersed pack right now, trying to find an outside line. Gets pushed to the outside, is going to have to rejoin the pack and retry again. But she's got enough points and rather than let Thunder Kitten pick up any, she's going to call that jam.
All right, so the score, it looks like, stands at 40 points for Rat City and 9 points for Mad Rollin' Dolls.
We've got 1-1 for as far as blocking positions in the box. Carmen gets them for Rat City Roller Girls, and Wildberry Punch in for the Madison Dairyland Dolls.
This is the second jam for Reanimator. The first time she went in Jam 3 of this game, she scored a 14-0 jam. Let's see if she can put it up again.
Got Charlie Hustle for the Madison Dairyland Dolls.
Oh, that was the first time we're seeing Charlie Hustle.
Yes.
They got a deep jammer bench, this team.
Reanimator hitting Charlie Hustle to the inside right off the bat, knocking her down and hoping to come into the pack first. Charlie Hustle hoping to take advantage of the chaos that Reanimator has caused. Almost gets through the center, but Reanimator sneaks in on the inside. Who's your lead jammer?
I see Kamikaze Him laying a lot of blocks on Charlie Hustle. Charlie Hustle's now out in front of him, but she gets knocked to the inside by Jalapeno Business.
Kamikaze Kim, an old experienced skater. She's small, but she is tenacious. She will hit you over and over and over again.
Hardcore takes the Madison Jammer, Charlie Hustle, to the outside, forces her to re-enter. Meanwhile, while everyone's distracted by that action, Reanimator shoots directly through the pack. Mater's moving so fast around this track that she's coming around to start scoring again, and Charlie Hustle is still being held up in the back by Hardcore.
Reanimator looking for that outside line. Looks like she's going to get it. Almost unopposed.
There's a major penalty being called on Mouse, number 4 for Madison, and I'm not sure what the penalty was.
But also a major penalty being called on Reanimator, who's going to sit herself in the box. Not sure what that was. Maybe it was a 4th minor. Missed that ref call as I was looking down.
Oh, Carmen gets him. Jalapeno Business and Hardcore are working hard on Charlie Hustle.
Huge Rat City defense right now. Carmen gets him, just lays Charlie Hustle out to the outside, just not letting her get up to score any points.
This pack is moving at a crawl, but the Rat City blockers, I usually find it so difficult to block at such a slow speed, but these Rat City blockers are so focused on Charlie Hustle, they're just knocking her down over and over again. It's a heavy-hitting jam.
Kit Schicker's doing a really good job knocking around the Rat City defense, but the Rat City defense is so effective at packing right back up. Charlie Hustle is still not able to penetrate them.
And Carmen Getsum is forcing Charlie Hustle so far back. And that jam ends. Man, Rat City defense really did a great job of not allowing Madison to take great advantage of the jammer advantage they have with Reanimator sitting in the box. Reanimator's now on her feet, so she will be entering this next jam pretty quickly off the whistle in less than 10 seconds.
And we've got the Rat City All-Stars at 48, Madison Dairyland Dolls at 9. It looks like we have...
So the blockers for the next jam for Rat City are on the track talking while the blockers for Madison are huddled up at their bench. So I can't tell you who's going to be coming out for Madison, but I can tell you for Rat City in the next jam, I see Katarina Whip, Juliet Bravo, XCon, and Valtron 3000.
And obviously it's going to be Reanimator at some point, but she is the jammer that is in the box right now. She and Mouse having a little lay down in the box, having a little derby love down there happening in the box for the girls that have been
Oh my gosh, jersey numbers are not written on my sheet, so it's making it so much harder for me to call this team. Even though I know these players are okay, they've got their backs to me.
We've got Darling Nikki, we've got Chop Susie, and we've got Vicious Van Go-Go as blocking for the Madison Dairyland Dolls.
I'm sorry, folks. I'm doing the best I can with the Madison jersey numbers.
And the first whistle goes.
Oh, and the Rat City skaters do not want to skate. They're trying to burn that penalty for Mater. But Jules is entering fast at the back. And she's being held up right now by Valtron 3000. And Jules is called to the box for, I think, a major back.
Track.
Oh, cut track?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Mater's now on the floor. She's trying to make her first pass. She's coming up on a wall of 3 Dairyland Dolls.
And just like that, it goes from Dairyland Dolls unopposed to a Rat City unopposed.
Chop Susie's got Mater alone at the front. Now Mouse shows up. They're replacing on her like crazy.
Doing a great waterfall on Mater right now.
Tons and tons of hits on Mater. She's somehow staying on her feet. And now she's out with lead jammer to Reanimator for the Rat City All-Stars.
made her able to lift her skate around that apex and keep her skates in. Picks up lead jammer as Maryland starts to fill up the box with Chop Susie going in.
There's 3 blockers from each team on the track right now. You can see that Madison's trying to run away and Rat City's trying to hold them back right now as Mater's entering. But they're all moving, and it looks like Madison has some speed control here because this pack is racing. And Racer is racing along with that wall of 3 blockers. Chulso Denial just hopped back on the track, and I was alerted to that by Rat City coach Rat Piley shouting at the top of his lungs, Blue Jammer on the track. Wow, that's one thing about being in such a quiet room. You know, there's really only about, I think, 50 spectators total in here, and you know, I can hear the coaches talking to their teams. You can hear the blockers talking to each other. It's great, really. You know, communication is important.
I think it's great, Clover. We rarely get this kind of an inside line on what the strategies are and what people are thinking. We've got Jukebox lining up against Jalapeno Business, and there goes the first whistle.
Mouse is on the track again, pivoting. Mouse is playing in these packs a lot, and she's doing a great job. I see why they're playing her so much. Peño's on a wall of 3 at the front, and they'll get a 20-feet call.
That releases Jalapeno Business.
Peño's got lead jammer.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Jukebox being held up. Oh, she was almost out around Katarina Whip, but Katarina Whip cut in and was able to make the block at the last moment. I didn't think she was going to. But
and it's Rat City's job to start filling the pack. Drea the Slayer just went in, and now Kamikaze Kim is on her way to the box.
And Jukebox is to the box as the jammer for Madison. This is a jamming advantage for Rat City with Jalapeno Business wearing the star.
Really unfortunate for Madison right now because they had a blocking advantage, and now they've given it away for a jammer advantage. Jalapeno Business hoping to get that 20-foot call, but Madison doing a good job keeping the pack together.
Oh, Mouse getting another 20-foot warning or minor, I'm not sure which. But yeah, she's as that frontmost blocker, she's fighting Peño the last while the pack just slows to a crawl behind her over and over. Peño has entered, she's scoring again, coming up on Mouse again. And I noticed that a lot of these Dairyland dolls are wearing white belts on them. I see some teams like to do that strategically to assist each other. Peño's out again, and
Peña's going to pick up another nickel for her team.
And Mouse is going to the box. I believe that was either a 4th minor or a 20-foot major. I'm not sure which. No, it was a 20-foot major. I'm seeing Rev Riot call that.
So now we've got Darling, Nikki, and Mouse in for the blocking positions for the dolls. Jukebox just released as a jammer for the dolls. Hoping to come in. Kamikaze Kim yelling at her team, hey, call that off. We've got a jammer heading to the back of the pack. Rat City now with the opportunity to get some fresh legs on the track.
And they're sending out Carmen Gatsum to jam. And in the pack for Rat City, Sarah Problem, Valtron 3000, I'm a Handful, and is that Juliet Bravo up front. Yeah. And for Madison in the jamming, we have Alita the Hun, and in the pack, I see Charlie Hustle and
Vicious Van Gogh.
Vicious Van Gogh.
Madison still got 2 players in the box, Darling, Nikki, and Mouse.
And the score stands at 62-9, Rat City over Madison, with 13 minutes remaining in the first period, or the first half, I should say.
Carmen gets him looking for some love anywhere she could find a line.
Alita the Hun going to the outside. Oh, but Valtron meets her there, while Carmen gets out first with lead jammer.
Carmen gets him running around the track. Alita's still having trouble getting through the pack, through that wall of white. Madison is at a blocking disadvantage right now as Carmen gets him having almost no trouble getting into that inside line. But
Vicious Van Gogh took Carmen hard to the inside. Nice. You know, I can't do that. That's hard to do. That was a sweet hit she had on Carmen right there. And now Alita is out trailing Carmen. But Carmen is, I believe, a lap ahead, isn't she?
Yeah, Charlie Hustle has now made her way to the box as Mouse is standing up, getting ready to rejoin the pack after her penalty. Carmen gets some, taking a point, falling down, and calling it off all at once.
She had to pass one person to pick up the points for the players that were in the box, and that one Madison blocker, I believe that, who was it? I I'm not sure who. She was at the very front, forcing Carmen to really race to get that point and giving her jammer the opportunity to try to score some points at the back. And I'm not sure if she did.
Yeah, it looks like the refs need to talk about it a little bit. Official timeout on the track right now as they try to figure out how many points is so important to get the exact amount of points. Absolutely correct.
No, they're revising the clock, actually. So the official time right now is 11:58, and the score, as it stands, if there's no revision, will be 71 Rat City to 9 points for Madison.
Fantastic. Looks like we got Reanimator back on the track and Jules of Denial. Once the refs stop their zebra conference, we'll start those up. On the blocking, we've got Primp Daddy for Rat City Hardcora. Looks like Serious Mischief and Jalapeno Business.
And for Madison, Wildberry Punch is pivoting, and El Machete is blocking, and they have 2 blockers in the box, Darling Nikki and...
Mouse.
No.
No?
Number 33, Charlie Hustle.
Oh, Charlie Hustle, yes.
So,
it's sometimes hard to see the numbers from up here.
They're cleaning something on the track. Oh, this place is impeccable. They've been cleaning it all week. Yeah, right. No, I mean they have been cleaning.
It distracts from the dips in the floor.
Okay, Jules is entering first. Jules has those long legs. When she takes the outside, she's seriously dangerous. She's outside. She's around Jalapeno Business, Serious Mischief, and she's out first with lead Jules of Denial to Madison. Reanimator's hot on her heels, trailing by just a half a stride.
The Madison Dairyland Dolls opened up a beautiful hole for Jules, but unfortunately Reanimator was able to sneak through nearly the same hole, so she's right on her heels. A lot of yelling on the track right now, a lot of coaching coming from the sideline.
Oh, Jules
looking for a
1-0 jam for Jules, and she's psyched about it.
I think that's the first differential that Madison has been able to put up for quite a few jams, am I right?
Oh, yeah.
So that's a fantastic, sometimes a really fantastic little game changer, little momentum changer. If you're able to just pick up 1 point, Clobber.
It was the first jam of the game that Madison outscored Rat City, and in the 9 jams following that, Rat City outscored Madison. But now we're on jam number 11. We have Mouse lining up against... sorry, that's not Mouse. That's Thunder Kitten. Jamming.
Thunder Kitten and Mouse are both
against
small in
Juliet
stature,
Bravo.
but powerful in leg. Juliet Bravo able to sneak around. Looks like she ends up as your lead jammer, as Thunder Kitten looked like she was going to be out front first, but got caught behind some of the Rat City defense, I believe, delivered to her from Katarina Whip.
I'm a Handful had Thunder Kitten knocked to the outside, was forcing her to re-enter until the Madison blockers came up and knocked I'm a Handful to the outside. Thunder Kitten's out now without lead.
Which is a bummer because they have a blocking differential now that really is going to help them out. 2 Rat City in the box, except for now Charlie Hustle just joined them.
Oh, Bravo is calling the jam just as Thunder Kitten comes up. It looks like Thunder Kitten may have picked up 2. Well, how many? Is that 3 points for Thunder Kitten and 4 points for Bravo?
Fantastic. Looks like the Madison Dairyland Dolls maybe start to turn things around, starting to put some points on the board, getting closer to that Rat City offense.
The score stands right now at 75 Rat City to 13 for Dairyland Dolls, with 9.5 minutes remaining in the first half.
And it looks like the Dairyland Dolls are going to line up Darling Nikki, number 14, as against Jalapeno Business from Rat City. False start?
This jam is going to restart. For some reason, the officials are signaling an OTO, official timeout.
I think they're adding some more time on the clock, or maybe that was just because they were restarting.
Could be anything, really.
They didn't really give us much signal as to what they're doing, except that they need to take a timeout.
Oh, he's explaining something to the NSOs on the stage over here.
But not to us.
There's no way that we're going to get word from anybody. I don't even have a cell phone right now. My cell phone is enabling text casting right now. So there's a shout out to She's a Brick House and Nasty Trick over there giving you the play-by-play.
Looks like we're going to...
Tell them I say hi, folks, because I can't.
Looks like we have a little switch up on the Rat City side. They're going to line up Reanimator against Darling Nikki.
You know, Mater's been having some big jams tonight. It's not the worst idea in the world to keep jamming her.
No, she's a fast jammer. And when your offense is going so well.
Being so successful tonight. She's in around the inside with lead jammer. Kamikaze Kim is the last one for Darling Nikki to beat, and she's knocked out by Madison Blocker to let Darling Nikki out of the pack. Darling Nikki closed the gap very quickly on Mater, and she's trying to pass her right now. Will she do it? Yeah, she just passed Mater. Mater signaling to call off the jam. She's not going to give up a point.
Clever. I think that's a really smart move on Mater's hands. No point going in there and starting to get a 0-0 differential. Doesn't make any sense. Looks like we're going to have Mouse lining up for the dolls.
Stank Girl at the pivot for Dairyland Dolls with is a jukebox and sorry.
Looks like we got Jukebox and Vicious Vingogo. Mouse looking behind her shoulder at what Juliet Bravo's doing. Juliet Bravo's going to let her enter the
Mouse is on the inside. She's being held up only by Katarina Whip. And, she breaks out of that block, but X-Con is there to meet her. Bravo, meanwhile, is held up at the front. And Bravo's out with lead. Mouse is now out around I'm a Handful, and she's trailing by about a quarter of a pack behind Bravo.
Making up that distance pretty well, especially as Juliet Bravo slows down a little bit to enter the pack. Mouse is now on the scoring pass as well.
Jukebox just went to the box as a blocker for Madison. The jam is called.
Juliet Bravo looks like she picked up a major back blocking.
Yeah.
I don't know that she knows that yet.
And she's going to be going to the box as the jammer at the very last moment of the jam. The jam was both called, and she committed the major simultaneously. So the jam was successfully called before the major was communicated. So she's going to start this jam in the box, and Madison's going to jam unopposed. They're sending out Jewels of Denial, which is a really smart idea because she's got the... she's had some good clean passes on Rat City tonight.
She's the one that made. She was one of the ones that made the most points, I think, so far.
Yeah, actually, she's been the scoringest jammer of Madison.
So, Clobber, I agree with you. I think it's a really good idea to put her on now that you're in that power jam position. Looks like we got Jukebox sitting in the box for Madison Dairyland Dolls, whereas Rat City has a full blocking arsenal.
With 6 minutes and 50 seconds remaining on the clock in the first half, Rat City has 77 points and Madison has 15. The skaters up on the line are having a dance party.
One thing's pretty apparent: these girls do really like each other.
Maybe they're humping consensually, maybe they're humping non-consensually, but there is some bopping around and smiling out there.
It seems to be safe humping for you kids at home, no matter what.
The officials look ready to go. They're signaling the end of the timeout, and now they're going to begin the jam. You see the skaters sync simultaneously into their skater stance. It looks so cool when everyone moves together at once and tenses up. I love roller derby.
Ho Chi Dan just returning from the inside of the track back to his coaching position. Looks like we're now ready to go. And that's the first whistle. Second whistle releases Jewels of Denial.
I see Serious Mischief, Kamikaze Kim at the front of the pack with Primp Daddy, and Jules is encountering that three wall. That Jalapeno Business is now coming up to meet them as well. Jules breaks out of the pack, and she has lead jammer.
Jules not only breaking out of the pack, but breaking out very quickly. Also important when every
around
second
that
counts.
Humongous wall. That was a very impressive pass by Jules, and she's coming up to score. She's really going to want to change the momentum of this game right now. And great offense by the Madison blockers.
Out with almost no problems. Picks up a nickel. I think the first of the night for the Dolls.
And those long legs are moving so fast around the track. Jules is ready to score again. She comes up fast on Kamikaze Kim. The cut track on Serious Mischief being sent to the box. Jules, meanwhile, has Jalapeno Business and Primp Daddy at the front. Peno's got a big block on her. Kim's showing up to try to replace. So now Kamikaze Kim and Primp Daddy at the front are meeting Jewels of Denial. Jalapeno Business is there as well.
Juliet Bravo looking in danger of getting trapped in the back.
Juliet Bravo's back on the track, jamming for Rad City, but she's being held up pretty strongly by the Madison blockers. Meanwhile, it's just Kamikaze Kim still working on Jewels of Denial.
Juliet's got to get out in front of this pack to start putting pressure on Jewel, but Jewel's able to pick up 5 more points.
That was great. Jules looks about 18 inches taller than Kim. It was really cool watching the two of them trying to figure each other out.
That gets the Madison Dairyland Dolls up a huge percentage, 25-77, their biggest gain yet this game.
That was a 10-point jam for Jules.
Rat City's going to answer that with Carmen Gets Some, and it looks like Darling Nikki is going to line up to jam for the Dairyland Dolls, but the refs are calling another official timeout.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you, the Grand Mort, for boutcasting and sportscasting tonight here on DNN.
Well, I'm so happy to be boutcasting with you, Clobber. It's great. I think it's our first time doing this together. I'm so happy that DNN is here.
You know, the first time together is always really special. I don't think I can ever forget it, especially considering we're up in a tree house. It takes me back to high school.
Or even before.
All right, looks like the jam's about to start. Carmen Gets Some lining up against Darling Nikki to jam for the two teams. Each team has one blocker in the box. From Madison, Vicious Van Gogh is cool in her heels. And for Rat City, it's Serious Mischief sitting in the box. And the jammer whistle start. Carmen took Darling Nikki to over the infield line, so making her ineligible. And Carmen's out around Mouse with a really fast pass for lead jammer to Rat City Roller Girls. Mouse is out now, trailing by a quarter of a track.
So Darling Nikki trying to put some pressure on Carmen Gets Some, but Carmen Gets Some is a really fast skater. Looks like if I know Carmen, she's going to go out, she's going to pick up her points, including their ghost point, and then she's going to call it off.
She got knocked to the inside, and she takes a tumble and calls simultaneously, sending one of the refs flying over her head to the floor as well. Carmen picked up 2 points to 0 on that last jam over Darling Nikki.
Carmen able to take down the referee staff as well. If you're going down like a tiger, take a zebra with you.
And with less than 4 minutes remaining in the first half, we see Primp Daddy jamming for the first time for Rat City against Alita the Hun.
Primp Daddy had a neck injury earlier in the season. This is one of her first jams, I believe, in an actual bout in a very, very long time.
Oh, Primp with a big hop, and she's through fast with lead. Alita is coming up
jumping bean. She's just crazy.
Reanimator and Hardcore are walled up at the front ahead of Alita. Oh, I think Drea Slayer is being held up by the Madison blockers, and they're trying to split the pack to let Alita out.
Charlie the Hustle able to put a good hit on Drea, knocking her down, but Primp Daddy is now on her scoring pass.
Hardcore and Reanimator still an unbreakable wall at the front, taking Alita to the inside tumble again.
Primp Daddy is finding a hard, and fast pack. Getting a lot of trouble.
You know, but Primp Daddy likes that hard and fast.
She'd like it a lot better if she could poke through.
She really likes to score the best, though. Oh, Primp is still being held up in the back by Vicious Van Gogh, taking lots of hits on Primp.
Rat Piley, I believe, thanks to the refs, maybe should have called that a split pack.
But it's really not up to him. No. Hardcore is still at the front with Alita. She's running out of play, and there she's finally called out on it. Primp is being held up at the back by Stank Girl. She just cannot get around her, and Primp is forced to call.
Primp just not able to get through an effective scoring pass after picking up that lead jammer.
She did pick up 2 points, it looks like, for Rat City, bringing their score to 81 over 25 for Madison, with 2 minutes remaining in the first half of this bout. There's going to be a short halftime of about 10 minutes at the end of this half, just so you know.
Looks like the Dolls are going to reach into their pocket and pull out a mouse as their jammer, and Juliet Bravo, the old standby for Rat City Roller Girls, pretty effective this game so far. She's going to see what she can do to widen this gap even further. Juliet Bravo's the first to hit the pack.
Bravo's going around on the outside. Whiffs being made by the...
Exactly what I said, Clobber. You
Madison
cannot
blocker.
leave Bravo a line open. That's all she needs to just scoot right around you.
Bravo re-entered behind blockers that had fallen to the floor, and oh no, I guess she did catch somebody. She's being called for a cut track major, Juliet Bravo.
Huge opportunity for Mouse right now as Juliet Bravo heads to the box. And Rat Piley yelling at his team to pack
And
it up.
Mouse is through that pack. Mouse has a cut track major herself. That's going to spring Bravo. Bravo's going to hop right in behind this pack. She's waiting to hear from the officials that she can go, and she does. And now she's approaching, I believe, on a scoring pass, right? Did she complete her first pass? I'm not
Yes, she
sure.
did. She's on a scoring pass right now. Mouse is not going to spend a whole lot of time in the box. She's almost back in. Mouse just rejoins the pack.
Oh, and she runs right around the stopped Rat City pack. But meanwhile, Bravo is running right through that stopped Madison pack. If we all stand still and nobody blocks, those jammers can just
Complete
skate left.
chaos on the track right now.
Oh, and Mouse is scoring again. She's out around XCon pretty easily and through the entire pack with 4 points. And here's Bravo again scoring herself.
Bravo looking to pick up some points before she calls this off. I don't know if Bravo knows that she's lead jammer or not.
Oh, and the period clock is running down. Period clock's almost out, so it looks like the end of this jam will be the end of the period. Mouse has another 4 points. Bravo scoring some more. Actually, is Bravo lead?
I thought that she was, but maybe they took it
They
away
may
from
have
her.
revised the I'm confused myself. It's sometimes so
jam
hard
has
to
been
follow.
chaotic.
It's hard to follow the action. That'll be the end of the jam and the end of the first half.
It did look like Juliet may have called that off towards the end, but it's hard to tell. And now we are at the end of the
halftime,
first
folks.
half. Rat City All-Stars at 95. Madison Dairyland Dolls able to close the gap a little bit at 37. Starting to get their mojo going towards the end of that first half.
The Madison bench is proclaiming their love for double Ds. And the score at halftime, it looks like they just put 15 minutes on the clock for a halftime break. And the score stands at 95 Rat City over 37 for Madison's Dairyland Dolls. And we keep saying Madison's Dairyland Dolls because that's how it's printed on the scoreboard. So every time I look up there, I just read Madison's Dairyland Dolls. So there you go. Seattle's Rat City Roller Girls All-Star team have 95 points, and Madison's Dairyland Dolls have 37 at the end of the first half. And, it's pretty cool. I'm excited.
Clobber, what do you think Madison needs to do to bring this back?
I think that they need to offensively work against the Rat City packs. Rat City is showing like really strong defensive walls and keeping the Madison Jammers hung up, taking big advantage of their ability to just stop a Madison Jammer as if she wasn't even there. So I think if Madison Blackers have shown several times that they have really stellar offense as their Jammer approaches, and I think if they could more consistently be performing those offensive plays, that they can really start closing the gap here.
Yeah, I agree with you, Clobber. I really think that Madison is showing some great offense here. Once their jammer's able to break through the pack, got a really fast and deep jammer line. They're able to put up some major points there, but unless they start making the holes corresponding with holding back the Rat City jammer at the same time, they're just not going to be able to close this gap.
I will say I'm very impressed with the depth of Madison's jammer bench. They're fielding so many different jammers. Each time a jammer is out, I see the really, really heavy blocking, check blocking Rat City game there, and I think, wow, that girl's probably getting so worn out. But like, she's got 6 or 8 jams to recover before she's going to jam again. You know, that is really a credit to the Madison team. I got textcasters going crazy. I'm going to thank Nasty Trick and She's a Brick House, who are over there doing the best they can to bring you all the on-track action. And they're on some crazy cell phone internet and just making some magic. And I heard that the crazy modem that we're on is duct taped to a pipe on the outside of the warehouse, and then there's an Ethernet cord strung in through a hole in the side of the building. This is real, folks. That's the shoestring that we operate on. That's like the duct tape and shoestring DNN way. I was talking to Gnosis today, and he was like, that's how we do it.
There's no satellite trucks down in Ballard today. No, sir.
And did I mention the climbing of the ladders? Barb climbed up ladders with all the equipment is pretty impressive. I think we should set up like a pulley system and then like a dumbwaiter. Wouldn't that be great? Barb is like the silent mastermind over here, just like taking care of all kinds of business while me and Grand Mortar are shooting the bull.
Yeah, we didn't even know how to get up here before. It was always just like,
I thought for sure that we were going to open that door and there was going to be a staircase. That's what I was envisioning.
No
I thought behind that door there was a staircase. I really thought that. I couldn't believe it when I opened the door and there was a ladder right in front of me. I was like, I'll just walk around that ladder to go back to where's the staircase at?
No, the ladder is the staircase, and it's not like a ladder like like an A-frame ladder. There's one next to it, but it's like a crawling down a manhole into the sewer sort of straight ladder.
You could also climb a rope or a climbing wall, and there's a zip line to get out of here. You can take a zip line directly to the pivot line. So I believe it's actually legal to take a running start in the zip line that'll deliver you right to the jammer line. Oh, we should try that.
Or perhaps if you have a cheerleading
so
team,
many good ideas.
You could maybe get a pyramid going to get up here. Rat City giving their cheer.
They have so much to say. Dude, Rat City cheers consist of 1, 2, 3, 18 words. 1, 2, 3, 4 more words. 1, 2, 3, a happy birthday song to somebody in attendance. 1, 2, 3, Rat City Roller Girls. Ooh, yeah, do it. And then like a pelvic thrust and a high five and a wink and a secret message. And then they fold some origami and they send some paper airplanes sailing. And then 1, 2, 3, Rat City.
And then we'll let them up into the bird's nest.
Oh no, I just gave away the secret code.
The Dairyland dolls are back in the one room that the Rat's Nest has. The Rat City Roller Girls were very generously letting them use that, which is absolutely appropriate for our visiting team to show some hospitality in this not necessarily fully hospitable arena.
And
They're still back there sequestered. They're still trying to figure out their strategy.
Looks like the teams are switching benches for the second half. The Rat City All-Stars just moved over to the opposite bench. So we're going to be looking directly down on the Madison bench. Maybe we'll be able to listen in and hear them when they come back out. Oh, let me tell you the Derby world. Okay, so you guys are all skaters, right? So not all of you. Some of you are just Derby fans, but some of the biggest fans of roller derby are skaters. And I want to let you know about something really awesome that the NSOs and the tech team and the Lightning Fists of Science here at Rat City do for the skating teams is there is a computer monitor at each bench which lists every member of the team and their minor and major penalties and box time served. So when you're at your bench, you can just glance at this monitor and go, oh, my name's Ivana Klauber. What have I been up to lately? Oh, I've committed 3 minors and I spent a minute in the box. Isn't that totally awesome? It's so cool. And they were able to make that happen for this bout tonight. And I know some of the behind the scenes tech geniuses and derby crew around here were really excited that they could do that here in the Rat's Nest. When we skated at the Key Arena, actually the first I ever heard of this was my first Rat City bout, which was just last month when we set the world attendance record for modern roller derby attendance, which was over 5,000 people. And I don't want to take total credit for it, but it was promoted as the introduction of Ivana Klauber to the Seattle Roller Derby Pacific Northwest Derby World.
All the posters said that.
Yeah, so it was my premiere bout as a Rat City roller girl, and there was great interest in it.
There was an Ivana Klauber statue up on the top of the Space Needle.
I couldn't believe it when I looked at there was this monitor with my accumulated minors listed on it. Which I'll have you know, I served but a single penalty in that full length bout. Because I'm mad clean. What up?
Speaking of penalties, this really hasn't been a very heavily penalty-laden game. There have been some inopportunity penalties for the Dairyland Dolls, but for the most part, pretty clean skating, and best of all, no injuries up to this point. So that's really fantastic. Anytime that you can get through any jam without any injuries, we always support and salute that.
Word.
We love our girls and we like them whole.
The only injuries these girls are skating with tonight are the ones they brought with them. So far, so good. But
get a little smile from Vicious Van Gogh, giving a little recognition to us up here in the Bird's Nest. These girls are great competitors, and they've been so kind. It's just really great. We're so happy to host them here in Seattle.
Granted, do you guys know what these Mad Rolling Dolls are up to tomorrow? I invited them to go sightseeing, but they're like, sorry, we got to go play Oli. That's right.
Gosh,
they're
Oli.
playing the #1 team, the 2009 reigning national champs of the Wiftida Roller Derby Kingdom. So I should say Queendom, really.
Queendom.
But
This isn't no cocktail party for them. They're not drinking margaritas.
this is a warm up for them to go play Oli tomorrow. So Godspeed, ladies. And I will be there. So will DNN. We'll be bringing you that bout. Hopefully, TextCast live and possibly film will probably be to tape delay. So look for that.